Today's story is One Christmas Wish by Katherine Rundell, illustrated by Emily Sutton. I'm just going to read part of it because it's quite a long book. Here we go, start our story. Okay, it was Christmas Eve and Theo was fighting with a cardboard box. The box was winning and someone had been very enthusiastic in their use of packing tape. Someone had thought it was important that the box stayed safe. The cotton wool was as old as the decorations themselves. It smelt of spices and old perfume. Most of the decorations were baubles, and most of the baubles had cracked in half. Theo frowned as he took them out. "You should not be able to cut yourself on Christmas," he muttered. "That's not in any of the Christmas carols." But at the bottom of the box there were 4 decorations that were different. A rocking horse, a robin, a tin soldier with a drum, and an angel. The angel's wings were moulding, and the soldier's drum had rusted. The robin had developed a bald patch, and the rocking horse's rockers had been part eaten by woodworm. Theo hung them on the tree next to the lights that didn't light. He wasn't tall enough to reach the high branches, so he tried throwing the angel at the top of the tree. When that didn't work, he wedged her in the branches. He arranged the broken baubles as best he could. Theo had found the box of decorations on top of a cupboard. His parents had had no time to buy new decorations. They had no time to buy a turkey. Both of them were at work. An envelope with gift vouchers inside was the only present under the tree. Theo tried to fold the envelopes into a more exciting shape, but it didn't help much. "You mustn't stay up too late," his parents said. "We'll be home tonight, but as soon as you can, you absolutely promise." "We promise." His mother had stroked his cheek with one hand. Her other hand was hunting in her bag for her phone. "The babysitter will make you some mince pies. Won't that be nice?" Theo pulled a face. Nobody in the world actually likes mince pie, he thought, but he was polite, so he only said, "Why, isn't Mrs. Goodyear babysitting me?" "She didn't give a reason," his father had said. "She only said she couldn't do it tonight, and she's getting rather old. The neighbours say she's becoming a little peculiar." "Oh, I like her, actually. I love her." Sometimes Mrs. Goodyear talked to herself, but she gave him chocolate cake with cheese, which was surprisingly delicious, and she sang to him at bedtime. His parents had asked the babysitter to help Theo put up the decorations, but she had fallen asleep at the kitchen table with her nose pressed against her phone. Theo swallowed. He looked out of the window because it was less difficult than looking at the tree. As he looked, he saw a star. It was soaring across the sky, blinking red and green. "A shooting star," he whispered. He closed his eyes and clenched his fists, crossed his toes and a bit down on his tongue. His father always said, when you wish, you have to wish with your whole heart. Theo thought about his heart beating hard under his 4 layers of jumper. The house was cold because Theo couldn't reach the button for the heating system. He wished with every inch of his heart he had. "I want not to be alone," he thought. He said it out loud. "I wish for someone to be with. I wish to be unalone." He hoped that shooting stars did not care about grammar. He wished so hard his skin prickled and tingled, and his head spun. Behind him the tree rustled. Theo whipped round. The tin soldier was unhooking the loop that held him to the branch and swinging down the tree. The angel was trying to fly. Her wings were too threadbare to catch the air, so she sat there looking half excited and half annoyed, flapping. The robin's wings, on the other hand, worked beautifully, but a twist of wire at his feet was keeping him fixed at the tree. The rocking horse was trying to chew through the string. Its tongue kept getting in the way. "Excuse me," said the rocking horse. "Could you unhook me a bit?" Theo closed his eyes. The world, he thought, had gone mad. He counted to 10 and opened them, but the world was still there. The decorations were still there. The tin soldier was sitting on his slipper and singing a marching song. "Your mouth is hanging open, did you know?" The tin soldier was very polite. He offered a tiny tin hand for Theo. "What happened?" said Theo. "You woke up," said the angel. "We are here to keep you company." But I didn't know you could," said Theo. "Could you help me down?" asked the robin. "I don't like heights very much." But... "Excuse me, boy, could you unscrew me from my rockers?" the rocking horse asked. "And rotate my ankles? I've been dreaming of it." There was a screwdriver in the kitchen. Theo made sure not to wake the babysitter. So let's find out. So that I'm going to leave it there now. If you would like to read the story or get the book, that is what it's called, One Christmas Wish by Katherine Rundell.